Greetings wherever you are. I trust this finds you in a great mood. And welcome to skill number 22. We're going to talk about the 12 principles of leadership. The 12 principles of leadership. So the first one is purpose. Basically, this is a sense of destiny to do something for humanity. Okay. So you have to ask yourself, when you joined this business, what is your purpose? What are you trying to do for humanity? Okay, so this is what it says. Purpose, as a principle of leadership, is the idea that a leader should have a clear and compelling sense of the mission or goal that guide their actions and decisions. A leader with a strong sense of purpose is able to align their team or organization towards a common goal and inspire and motivate individuals to work together, achieving the goal. This can lead to increased productivity, engagement, and overall success of the business. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, what are you doing for humanity? In the business that you're doing, in anything that you're doing, whether it is a job, whether it is work, whether you are employed somewhere, whether you're doing another business apart from this one, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? Whether you're opening another business because of our opportunity, what are you doing for humanity? Okay, so there is a quote by Jim Rohn that says, service to the community is what brings value. Service to the community is what brings value. You can decide to go and get employed, which is very okay. You can decide to go and set up a business for yourself, which is very okay. But does it bring service to many? Does it bring service to humanity? That is the first question that you need to ask yourself, okay? So if you want to be a leader, you must ensure that what you're doing has purpose. That is the first thing. Next is vision, okay? So vision, this is the perception of a noble future, okay? So vision as a principle of leadership refers to the ability of a leader to clearly articulate and communicate a compelling image of the future that they want to create. Okay, these include defining a clear and inspirational goal or mission, as well as outlining a clear strategy and plan for achieving it. A leader with a strong vision is able to motivate and inspire their followers to work towards this shared goal and make decisions and take actions that align with the vision. Okay, so you must have a vision. When you get to an opportunity that can transform your life, you need to have a vision. And a vision is basically the things that you want to achieve in the future. Okay, and if your vision is big, it means you need other people to help you. Okay, so no person becomes a leader either to themselves or to their team without having a vision. If you do not have a vision, it simply means wherever you're going, you can't get there because you don't know even where you are going. Okay, so make sure you have a vision for yourself, make sure you have a vision for your team, make sure you have planned it, and make sure you have split it so that you can be able to achieve it. Okay, next, you need passion. Okay, so principle number 3 is passion. So this is commitment beyond tests, the desire to pass through challenges. Okay, so what is your passion? What is it that makes you be able to do more even when times are tough? Okay, so something worth dying for. This refers to a deep-seated enthusiasm and energy that a leader brings to their role. Okay, a leader with passion is highly motivated and committed to their work, and they exude an infectious energy that inspires and motivates others to do the same. Okay, so passionate leaders often have a strong sense of purpose and they are driven to achieve their goals. No matter how challenging they may be, they are not easily discouraged and they are willing to put in hard work necessary to achieve success. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, okay, is my passion strong enough to pull me through during the hard times? Okay, because if you're going to be a leader, you need to have a passion that is strong enough to pull you during those hard times. If your passion is too weak, you get that it will not pull you through. It will not be able to take you to the next level of development and success when you face challenges. Okay, and that passion is something that is inside you, something that you will keep on doing regardless of whether you are angry, whether you are happy, whether the times are tough, whether the times are good. It is just something that is within you that you will keep on doing with enthusiasm. Okay, next, point number 4 is conviction. Conviction in simple terms is deep belief in something. Okay, it is the strong belief and confidence that a leader has in their own abilities and in the course of action that they are pursuing. A leader with conviction is deeply committed to their mission and they are willing to stand firm in the face of adversity and opposition. They possess a strong sense of moral and ethical principles and they are not easily swayed by external pressure or influences. They have a deep understanding of the issues and are able to articulate their position clearly and persuasively. Okay, so um, being someone who is convicted, it simply means you have deep belief in something. On a personal level, I'm someone who has deep belief in Alliance in Motion Global. I believe in the teachings I give my team because that is what I use to grow the business. I believe in the mentorship that I'm offering. I believe in generating income with the opportunity. I believe that this is a business that can make you stable, that can give you the kind of income that you can look for, that you can depend on in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Okay, so what is your conviction? What is it that you strongly believe about this business? What is it that you have, that an ability that you have, or maybe something that you strongly believe in that you can bless someone with? That is what you need to have in mind. Okay, number 5, you need to be, the next principle 5 is compassion. Okay, so in simple terms, uh, this is basically the ability of a leader to understand and emphasize with the needs and feelings of others. A leader with compassion is able to put themselves in the shoes of others to understand the challenges and difficulties they are facing. They have a genuine concern for the well-being of others, and they are willing to go an extra mile to help and support them. They treat people with kindness and respect, and they are able to create a positive and inclusive work environment. Okay, so you have to ask yourself a question. Are you someone who is compassion? Are you someone who has that compassion in yourself? Do you have that compassion when it comes to other team members or other people in your team that are telling you the challenges they are facing? Are you someone who is able to reason with them? Are you someone who is able to understand and relate with them? Are you someone who can be able to tell them something that, this one you can do it this way, this one you can do it this way, change it like this and things like that? Are you that kind of a person who can be able to help your team be able to feel that they are more close, that they have a leader who understands what they are going through? Because if you have a team and you don't understand, or rather you don't reason with them, and or you don't put yourself in the situation they are going through, they are going to quit, because for them, they have their problems which according to them, they are quite big. That is according to them, according to their understanding. But you might be up here as a leader. Maybe the problems that your people are having are not the same as the ones that you're having up here, and that one can create a challenge. Okay, so you get that. Once you become as a person of compassion, that is the love for humanity, and to understand and emphasize with the needs and the feelings of your team, it becomes very easy for you to help them be able to grow and create success. Okay, so that is how it is. The next point we are going to talk about is point number 6. Those are the principles. Okay, so this is the value you will stand by. Okay, so it refers to the adherence to a set of morals and ethical values that guide the actions and decision making of a leader. What is it that you use to make a decision? What are the things that you look at? Okay, a leader with principles is guided by a strong sense of right and wrong. You know what is right, you know what is wrong, and they make decisions based on what is fair and just, rather than what is convenient or politically expedient. Okay, so you have to weigh in the options. What based on the options that you have at hand, if you maybe you're trying to solve a problem, or maybe reach a decision or reach a conclusion, which one is right or wrong? You are guided by the principles that now make you the person that you are. Okay, so that is something that you need to keep in mind. So this type of leaders, they are guided by a set of core values such as integrity, honesty, and respect, and they act in accordance with these values even when it is difficult or unpopular to do so. So they have to think, like in the back of their mind, they are thinking, should I do, what do I do? This is what I have, this is the challenge, I need to solve it. How do I go? Is this right? Is this wrong? And that is how they get to the conclusion, and that is now how they become good leaders. So as someone who is going to become a leader to your team, you need to have your set principles. How are you going to handle things in your team? Okay. Next, is values. Okay, values. Now, these are code of ethics. Okay, this refers to the set of beliefs and principles that guide the actions and decision making of a leader. Okay, a leader with strong values is guided by a clear sense of what is important and what is not important. Okay, so this kind of a leader, they make decisions based on these values rather than on personal gain or external pressure. Okay, so you need to have someone you need to be this kind of a leader who has values. What are your values? What are you willing to protect with what you have? Okay, so they make decisions based on these values, and rather than on a personal gain or external pressure. So you should not be influenced. If you're influenced by something internal or rather something minute or from that does not contribute to the well-being and development of your whole team, then you have a problem with that. You are getting influenced by external pressures, which is not a good thing. Okay, so this kind of leaders, they are guided by a set of core principles such as integrity, accountability, respect, and fairness. And they act in accordance with these values, even when it is difficult or unpopular to do so. Okay, so you need to have these qualities, okay? That is integrity, and these are the the core set principles, okay? So you need to have the principle of integrity, accountability, respect, and fairness, and you have to act in accordance with these values, okay? Even when it is difficult or unpopular to do so. So a leader with strong values can inspire and guide their team members to act in accordance with the same values, creating a culture of integrity, trust, and accountability. So you also have to remember that all these principles, they come with advantages, they come with benefits, and you have to look into them. The eighth principle is plan. Okay, so a plan is basically, in simple terms, a program for execution. A program for execution. Okay, so this refers to the ability of a leader to create and implement a strategy for achieving a goal or objective. Okay, a leader with a strong plan is able to outline clear steps and actions that need to be taken in order to achieve a desired outcome. They are able to set goals, prioritize tasks, and allocate resources effectively. A leader with a good plan is able to anticipate potential obstacles and problems and have a contingency plan in place. Okay, so you need to understand that there is nothing you can do without a plan. If you do not have a plan, then basically it means that you're going to fail. Okay, so this principle of leadership is considered important because it helps to provide direction and purpose for an organization or group, and it helps to ensure that the resources are used efficiently and effectively. Okay, so basically, in Project G8, we have actually a 7-year plan, and it is very important that we are able to review what are we going to do within the first year. In the second year, what are you going to do? In the third year, where are you going to be? Okay, and one of the best things on how to achieve this is you need to write down your short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals, and then we are going to split them. Of course, we are going to talk about how to create a goal plan, or rather how to create how to write down your goals so that you can be able to achieve what you need to achieve with our business. So that is how it is. Okay, next point is point number 9, persistence. Okay, so principle number 9 is persistence. This is commitment to success. Okay, so to insist on your dreams, it is the other way to describe it is to insist on your dreams no matter the pressure. Okay, so this refers to the ability of a leader to continue to work towards a goal or an objective despite facing challenges or obstacles. Okay, a leader with persistence is determined to succeed, and they are not easily discouraged or defeated. They are able to maintain a positive attitude and stay focused on the goal, even when faced with adversity. They are willing to put in the hard work and efforts necessary to achieve success, and they don't give up easily. Okay, so majority of people do not understand that network marketing comes with a lot of challenges. This is because you are trying to rewind or rewire someone's brain. Okay, and persistence is one of the things that you really need to help you be able to achieve your goals. When you're someone who is persistent, it means you understand what is supposed to be done, you understand the assignment, you know your target, you know what you're supposed to achieve, you know your goal, you know where you're headed, and you decide that no matter what happens, I'm going to persist until I reach there. Okay, so you need to have this kind of persistence. You need to have to be someone who is persistent for you to be able to achieve your dreams. And in our team, you will require that because there are going to be times when you're going to face challenges, when you're going to face temptations, when you're going to face hardships, when you're going to face ups and downs, and that is how the business is. We usually say in network marketing, it is not making money that is important. It is who you become to make that money that matters. It is who you become to make that money that matters. So for you to become the person you're supposed to become in network marketing, especially with our company and in our team, you need to be someone who is persistent. Okay, so that is how it is. Okay, now you have to put that in mind so that you don't give up, because the moment you give up, remember, when it comes to self development, personal development, growing from one region to the other, changing your life financially, changing your life mentally, changing your life, or rather changing your mindset and all that, it requires personal effort, a lot of personal effort. And if you're not persistent, you're not going to make it. Okay. Principle number 10 is what we call dedication. Okay. So in short, dedication is endurance of opposition to your vision. Okay, so this one, it refers to the unwavering commitment and devotion that a leader has towards their work and responsibilities. Okay, a leader with dedication is highly focused and driven, and they are willing to put in the time and effort necessary to achieve their goals. They are committed to their mission, and they are willing to make sacrifices to ensure their team and organization succeeds. They are also dedicated to the personal and professional development of their team members, and they invest time and resources to help them grow and develop. Okay, so you need to ask yourself a question: are you a dedicated leader? Are you a dedicated leader? Do you have the endurance to help your people be able to see what you see? Do you have the endurance to help your people to be able to become like you are, or to get close to who you are, or to become better than you? Okay, are you able to give part of your time to your team? Are you able to cut part of your time? Are you able to live in people through the things that you teach them? How do you help your people become the best version of themselves as they carry on the legacy that you've created? So that is what you need to put in mind. Okay, so you need to be dedicated. You need to be dedicated into helping your team understand the business. Be dedicated into helping your people learn about how to grow, learn about how to change their life, learn about how to improve their situation, how to grow in the business. And that is how you're going to have a team that succeeds as a whole. Okay. Principle number 11 is sacrifice. Sacrifice, in short, is willingness to suffer for the cause. Okay. So this refers to the willingness and ability of a leader to make personal sacrifices for the benefit of their team or organization. This can also include things like working long hours, taking on additional responsibilities, or even putting their own personal interests and well being aside in order to ensure the success of the group. A leader who is willing to make sacrifice for their team is often seen as more dedicated and committed to their goals, and this and is therefore more likely to earn the respect and trust of their followers. So basically, uh, sacrificing simply means you have to put aside the things that you like doing, part of your interests, okay, so that now you can use that, or rather that time, or rather that chance, to help your group in general be able to grow. Okay, so this is the willingness to suffer for the cause. This is the willingness to endure for the sake of helping a bigger group, or rather your team be able to succeed. And sacrifice is something that a lot of people are not able to do, especially in our business. Very few people will stop what they are doing and come for you. You have to understand that by the end of the day, every person is actually just working on their problems, is actually solving their problems. And it's actually a very difficult thing. It's actually a very tough thing, because if every person is focused on solving their problems, it simply means the day that these people, they stop, they are not able to find a solution in you, or rather with you, or rather around you, they will look for it elsewhere. Okay, so if you find someone who is sacrificing, who is going overboard, who is stopping what they are doing in order to come and attend to you and help you be able to improve in your life, and help you be able to make milestones and improvements in this business, those people, they like you, they love you, and they love their team. Okay, so you need to be this kind of a leader who is able to sacrifice. You can be able to put in a few things. You can be able to work in long term, to for long hours, or rather you can be able to invest time and energy and resources into building on something that will help your team. Okay, number 12, for other principle number 12 is submission to higher authority. Submission to higher authorities. Okay, so this refers to the willingness of a leader to acknowledge, respect, and abide by the authority of those who are above them in the chain of command. You need to be someone who respects and abides by the authority of those who are above you in the chain of command. Okay, so this can include things like following the policies and procedures of the organization, adhering to the laws and regulations, and deferring to the decisions and directives of the superiors. Okay, so if your upline tells you that this is what you're supposed to do, and he explains and he tells you you're supposed to do this because of A, B, C, D, you're supposed to behave this way because of E, F, G, H, you have to follow through that. If your sponsor or your upline is telling you something that is meant to help you improve the results of your business and you're not willing to follow that, then that brings in a problem, and that problem is going to affect your business and you're not going to have the results that you need. Okay, so keep that in mind. A leader who demonstrates submission to a higher authority is seen as responsible, reliable, and trustworthy, and is more likely to be respected by both their peers and their subordinates. Okay, so this brings power to you, this brings power to your team, this brings a lot more energy to how now people will look at you. I mean, a lot more respect, a lot more. You'll be respected basically because you're someone who respects authority both from the top and also from your subordinates. Okay, and then so those now marks the 12 principles of creating mega success with our business, or rather and becoming a leader. And those principles are things that you can apply in your daily life situation, normal day-to-day life situations, and you can be able to improve on yourself and also be able to improve on the growth and development of a team. So up to that level, I believe you have learned something, and let's keep on growing and let's meet at the top. Ciao.